What up, everybody? Everybody, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the What's Up, Everybody podcast here with my co-host, Sweet Tea.
Howdy, partner.
Like the headband, Sweet Tea.
Appreciate you.
I feel like every time you come on the podcast, you have something new on your head.
I've been rocking the Miyagi
Yeah.
headband lately because, Miyagi-Do. So
Everybody's Cobra Kai-ing it up right now, but they're not Miyagi-Doing it.
not giving any love for Miyagi-Do.
You think they should come out with a Miyagi-Do concept, like, on Netflix?
I feel like it would just be a lot of meditation,
Yeah, a little wax on, wax often.
a lot of wax on, yeah.
Beach poses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not too much of the action vibe,
I agree. But how you been, man?
Good.
Yeah, I see you every day, so I feel like it's going pretty good for you.
Yep.
Youngin's good.
Youngins are good.
Sweet. We're coming up on, 2 weeks before my fight. What is it called? UFC Fight Night 90 or something? Or
It's like UFC Fight Night 199 or also UFC Vegas 45, I believe, because we just had 44.
So that's like two names?
Yeah.
That's weird. 2 weeks, guys. Weight's coming down. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm getting skinnier by the minute.
Questionable.
Hey, getting skinnier by the minute, guys. But this is it. This is week 2 weeks before the fight. So this is a good week to just get good grinders in. No sparring hard, just cardio and making sure I'm healthy and getting the weight down this week. So that's pretty much what it's about for me. So I also got Wyman coming in this week, going to be coaching and helping me out, getting some wrestling in, good grinders there. But feeling good, man.
Good.
Ready to rock and roll. I hope Bilal Muhammad is healthy and ready to rock and roll as well. That's like the worst thing. Mm-hmm. That's like you go through a full-on training camp right at the last minute. Maybe somebody gets hurt or injured, even if it's yourself. Like I've gone through a training camp and ended up hurting my rib. Not only that, actually, me and Chris were supposed to fight on the same card, and we both hurt our ribs.
Remember that?
That phone call to Dana White was not a good one.
Yeah.
He was pissed.
I forgot who Chris was fighting, but I remember you were fighting Brandon Thatch.
Yeah, I think it was Luke Rockhold, but then they ended up having to postpone it, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think. Maybe. I think so. Yeah, I was supposed to fight Brandon Thatch in Denver. Ended up, what happened was me and Chris went to his old stomping grounds at Hofstra University and was wrestling with some of those guys there. It's crazy how strong wrestlers are. It's ridiculous. I was wrestling like a guy who wrestles for 165 or something like that, and he felt strong as an ox. But anyway, I'm out there grappling, getting like a 5-minute round in with this guy, and I've never actually legit just wrestled, like college wrestling. Yeah, never done any of that before in my life.
That's obvious.
Thanks a lot,
I'm just
dude.
kidding.
So I'm out there scrambling, and next thing you know, I felt a crunch in my rib, and it took all my breath away. And I'm like, oh man, I'm trying to, stop the wrestling. And Chris was like, no, dude, you got a fight coming up. You got to finish the round. And I'm like, maybe this is how they just do it here. Okay, I'm just gonna try and survive the round, with my not breathing. And then the round was over. Then it was Chris's turn. Well, the same dang thing happened to Chris. And Chris tries to bolt out. I'm like, no, bro, you got to finish the round. He's like, no, bro, I'm dying. He's like, oh. I'm like, nope, finish the round. I finished the round, you did.
Yep.
So we ended up having to go to the doctor, and we both ended up tearing our ribs with the same guy. The dude was just beating us up. We had to call Dana and be like, hey, man, we can't fight. We're injured.
Speakerphone. We're both here. Hey, Dana, you have Wonderboy and the All-American here on the phone with you.
Yeah.
About
the fight.
Next week's fight.
It's not happening.
I forgot who the main event of your card was first. They fell off, and then you and Thatch were bumped to main event, and then you fell off. It was a cursed card.
It was.
And then Thatch ended up fighting Gunnar Nelson.
Gunnar Nelson ended up knocking him out, I think.
Knocking him down and then submitting him rear naked choke, and then Thatch's next 17 fights in a row, he got rear naked choked and then got cut.
Yep. There's his weak point. Just choke him out.
Yep.
But that was a bad one. That was a bad time. So, yeah, injuries. Don't like them. But great weekend. Got some good sparring in with my teams. You were there, Sweet Tea, getting some good sparring in.
I tell you, I am getting old.
Stop.
My back
You're
is
30.
on fire.
I'm 8 years older than you. Almost 9.
Yeah, well, you're getting older.
No. It's all in your head, sweet tea. I think once you have
And in
kids,
my back.
you start feeling older, maybe.
No.
You don't think so?
I think it's when you hit 300 pounds and play college football, you start feeling older.
Well, you're not 300 pounds now.
I'm not.
It's just all that fat cloggage in the heart making you feel.
2 things. Number 1, don't ever say the fat word. Ever. Okay?
Sorry.
Number 2,
Sorry.
it's not my heart that hurts. Now my heart hurts because
Sorry.
you said that. It's my lower
Your chest
back.
hurts, though. I think you ran into something.
Yeah, you
Saturday.
need me in the chest.
That's what you get trying to shoot in on me, man.
Shut it, dude. And
This dude
now my
over
back
here is
hurts.
trying to simulate a 200.
A wicked, perfectly executed double leg, obviously.
And he runs into a good old roundhouse.
He sticks his knee out there out of fear, and I just happened to run into it.
It wasn't fair. It was perfectly timed. I placed it there, sweet tea. And, yeah, that's all she wrote. But I was proud of you, sweet tea. You did a really good job out there.
Thanks, big bro. I appreciate that, man.
I didn't think you would finish the rounds, but you finished all of them. You took a break. You took a break or two.
Yeah, or 7.
And you didn't do the last grinder with us.
No, I had lunch day. I had lunch plans, so I couldn't hit the last grinder.
Yeah, had to leave for
But,
that.
we understand about that.
Shout out to old mom. Birthday. Got a birthday tomorrow. Oh, well, Monday. Because it's today.
Yeah, we're
comes
recording
out
this the day before
today.
Birthday, so.
Big 21.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday.
She's been 21 for about 30 years. So.
I don't even know how old she is.
Yeah, y'all know. If you got a mom out there, you know.
They never tell you how old they are.
Nope.
It's a mystery.
For real.
It's a long life world like mystery. Nobody knows how old their mom is.
No one really knows to the point where they even start forgetting.
Yeah. And you don't want to guess it because then you want to get slapped.
Worst.
Yeah.
The old mama backhand.
I've had a few of those.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot.
A lot.
You had the most.
I'm probably sure.
You're pound for pound backhand champ.
I would say so. I got really good at taking them.
Yeah. Well, you do pretty dumb stuff a lot of the times.
Yeah.
So you deserve some backhands.
Thanks. I think out of the kids, I probably got spanked more than all of them.
100% guaranteed, no doubt, no questions asked. Zero argument.
You got one spanking your entire life, so don't come here with that.
Listen, I got
one
2.
spanking.
I got 2 that I remember. Yeah, I got one.
I remember
Mom.
one.
I got one spanking from Mom that I remember. It'll haunt me for the days of my life. She must have had a bad day. You must have been
really bad that day. She took it out on you.
And then the other spanking I remember was Dad spanking me. And what made Dad's spanking so bad was not that they hurt, because they hurt, but he was always sad after he spanked us.
Yeah, you could always feel he's like, this hurts me more than it hurts you. But then you're thinking like, really?
You're not crying right now.
Yeah, you're the ones not
You're
feeling
not
the intense
bawling out
pain
of
and you're behind.
Yeah.
But it was well deserved, all of it.
100%.
Yeah. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for all the whoopings.
For creating what you see before you. So
we got a busy weekend coming up.
We do, but before we get into that, we got some fights. Some fights that
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that had happened
this past weekend. I don't know if you caught them. It was kind of an under the radar card. The main reason I tuned in, well, there was a few reasons, but obviously Jose Aldo.
Oh yeah,
he's making his mark.
Comeback, man.
Down at bantamweight. You know what I mean? It was so crazy. He was so high on his career, just the most dominant fighter of all time. People were saying pound for pound number 1. Gets starched by McGregor in like 30 seconds. And it's tough to come back from that.
It is.
He's definitely had his struggles since then, but he's on a pretty solid streak now.
That was I think he broke maybe mentally in that fight. What do you think? Conor has a way of getting under people's skin.
Yeah, I think at that moment in time, nobody had spoken or disrespected Aldo like McGregor had. And it was new. It was new to Aldo. He was always, faced with respect, as he should have been.
Yeah.
The dude was an animal, crushing people, beating the best of the best, and then McGregor talking that smack, doing his thing. Ultimately, I think it was just kind of like shocking.
Yeah.
Like,
I was there for that.
World.
I was there. Me and Dad were sitting cage side for that fight.
You were sitting cage side for some pretty awesome fights.
Really good ones.
You also sitting cage side for the Masvidal Askren one.
Yep.
We've been cage side for a lot of
really good ones, dude.
Fights, dude.
Heck yeah, dude.
I wasn't cage side for that one.
I was though. But which one you?
Go.
Which one? No, you came to one. I don't remember what it was.
We used to go to a lot.
Yeah.
Whenever they did the
International Fight Weeks, we were there.
We used to go to a lot of fights.
Yeah.
Fly us out Friday night, be there for the fights. We flew to Singapore for like 2.5 days, which was miserable.
Well, that was a wild trip, dude. That was wild. We literally spent a day in Singapore and had to come back. But yeah, I mean, that's what, I mean, I love just watching his highlights that UFC posted up in his old WC days. The timing this guy had with his knees, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He was so fast, so explosive. Mm-hmm. It was wild. And he was, he's been fighting since MMA since he was 18, 19?
Yeah, he's only 35. God.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's only like 35 years old. Maybe even, I'm pretty sure he's only 35 years old. Let me check here.
What?
Let me check the old compilator.
Check it, sweet tea.
See if I can get his numbers.
Wow. I mean, watching those knees, he hit some. What was it, Chad Mendez? Was it Chad Mendez? He had him in a back clinch. He broke the clinch, turned around, and kneed him in the face.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it was Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people have knocked out old Chadius.
Gee. But that was like
35 years old. 35 years of Ige.
Well, I would have thought he was a little bit older, but maybe fighting for that long at such a young age definitely puts some miles on you. Mm-hmm. But he looked good. He's still crushing it.
He did.
Shredded always.
Really shredded. Before we get into his fight though, a few fights we want to touch on the main card. First off, Chris Curtis getting another W.
Yeah, man, let's go. Chris.
He was a plus 280 underdog. Brendan Allen, up and comer, minus 365 favorite to win this fight. And Curtis shocks the world again.
Yeah,
that's his 6th win this year.
I feel like he's just got lead in his gloves or something, man, because he hits guys with these hooks and puts them away.
It was a beautiful body to head.
Yeah. Boom, boom, rip that right hook, and they hit each other at the same time.
Yeah, it was one of those not Hooker, Dan Hardy and Carlos Condit
hooks.
Same time, he upset again, man.
Good for him, man. Good for him. Yeah, like I said before, he fought recently, and he fought for the UFC. Before that, he fought locally.
Yeah,
and he came to the gym and got a little bit of break into sweat and trying to get ready for the fight. So it was cool to see him again. I fought his buddy. I think I mentioned on the show before. His buddy, I think it was my 3rd fight in MMA. Mm-hmm. And the guy was like 6'6", 170 pounds. Crazy. Mm-hmm. Throwing flying knees left and right.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
He almost beat you.
Don't listen to
him. Moving on, we have. Let's do this so I can. Clay Guido.
Oh.
The Guido fight.
The Guido. Blanca out there.
Goodness gracious.
That guy. Did he belch? I didn't hear it, but did he belch?
He was belching
some goodness.
After he got kicked and kneed in the body.
Yeah.
He got dropped with a pinpoint accurate front kick to the liver. Dropped him. Santos went nuts, just doing his thing, going after him. Drops Guido with another knee to the body. Santos doesn't finish him. You can see Guido, I thought he had broken ribs, at least a ruptured
He was showing
spleen.
it big time.
He was hurting. Never quit, never gave up. Leonardo Santos burnt all of his energy trying to finish him.
Yeah. And that's why he didn't go in for the second kill. He was tired.
Guido gets the sub over a. People were like, "Oh, Clay Guido submits a world-class jiu-jitsu practitioner." I'm like, "Yeah, but a lot of people could submit a world-class jiu-jitsu practitioner
when they
have zero energy to defend or do anything."
Hey, he played it out real. That was a weird tactic, but it worked.
Yeah.
Take 2 body shots, get him
the old rage cage
to burn out, and then submit him.
Yeah.
Submit a world-class submission practitioner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good for you, Clay Guido. Got a heart, baby.
Oh, absolutely.
He's always had heart.
Always.
He's always been through some
never
crazy.
Doubted, never questioned.
What I would hate about fighting him is getting hair in my mouth.
Yeah, lots.
Just getting in your face, getting in your eyes. Probably difficult to breathe. Mm-hmm. You're probably coughing up hairballs after his fight. And the belching.
He didn't belt. He didn't burp this time.
No, he normally does. And as soon as he gets back to the corner, bleh.
Yeah, I wasn't He hits, but he's respectful about it.
Yeah.
He hits you with that. Hey, hold up, coach.
Let me turn my head.
Let me get out the way. Let me move you out the way so I can
release that fart out of my mouth.
The old mouth fart. Another great fight. Jamal Hill came back, returned after the dislocated elbow, gets the beautiful KO. Again, just lead hand hook, right hand hook, drops Jimmy Crute, and he's back in the win column. Awesome there. Wow. Shout out to Jamal Hill.
Let's go, buddy.
Brad Riddle versus Rafael Fiziev. Really close fight. I was kind of leaning a little more towards Brad, being ahead. It was really close. But then Fiziev literally stuns Brad with a spinning wheel kick.
I knew it. Fiziev was going to do
it. To the cheekbone. I mean, one of those kind of like he hits him, he freezes, nothing can happen. And I think Herb Dean was watching the Miragliotta-Frank Mir fight because he jumped in. As soon as he saw Brad freeze up, he jumped in, didn't let Fiziev hop in there because he'd have landed so many unnecessary shots.
Or just straight up maybe another spin hook kick that would finish him. Him.
And Fiziev, he was still fresh. He was still had power.
Yeah.
So he would have good stop.
Yeah, that was one. That was one of the guys I had. I got Aldo too. I mean, we're getting there. So.
Yep.
Guy had Curtis winning. So.
I don't remember. I have to go back and listen to
Yeah.
I forgot my picks.
I think I had.
We agreed on a few people.
Yeah, we did. But anyway, who's next? Sweet Tea?
Jose Aldo, Rob Font, the finale. Now this was super interesting because. Number one, you got the veteran in Jose Aldo, like we mentioned earlier. He's coming back. He's trying to make his claim for the 135-pound belt. And he's looking sharp. Then you got Rob Font, who just beat Cody Garbrandt. He beat Marlon Moraes. Marlon Moraes beat Jose. So Rob Font's this up-and-comer, high-volume guy, really good hands. And it was about like what you'd expect in terms of just output from Font. He can tell he was
gone. He had cardio for days.
He wasn't stopping. High output. But the power was definitely in the realm of Aldo. And that's what got the W.
He can go 5-minute rounds and throw nothing but power shots.
Yeah.
Jose. When he hits dudes, I mean, you can tell he was a 145er at one point. I mean, just the way he throws, he puts everybody, especially his leg kicks, the way he moves these guys every time he leg kicks somebody. But he dropped him, right? Didn't he drop him?
Yeah. Aldo dropped him a lot of, 3 or 4 times.
The power in this dude. Precise, power, technique. He's got it all, bro. I'm rooting for him all the way to the title.
He didn't have his leg kicks anymore, which is weird.
Yeah, I wonder why. He was so dominant with those.
And his coaches were like, throw the leg kicks. Like, he's got to have his legs to pump the jab, destroy his front leg, and he can't jab. And he did for a round. And the leg kicks he landed, he messed Rob's legs up. But then that was it.
Do you think that it's such a power technique that you're using up a lot of energy to throw them?
Maybe. He definitely didn't want to. He was trying to not gas out Aldo.
Yeah.
Anytime the fight went to the ground, he kind of stalled a little bit. Didn't really do much damage. Didn't really do much ground and pound. I mean, if you look at the stats, Font landed 193 strikes to Aldo's 96. Font landed 149 significant to Aldo's 86. Font got a takedown. Like, all of the stats are in favor of Font, but Aldo got the 2 knockdowns, and he had all of the top control.
Yeah, and it definitely looks better in the judges' eyes when you drop him fools.
Mm-hmm.
So, hats off to Jose, man. What's next for him?
He's getting close.
Yeah, man.
He's getting close back to that title. Let's see. He beat Font. He beat Chito Vera. Oh, and he beat Pedro Munoz his last fight. So he's on a 3-fight win streak. His last loss before that was to the champ, Peter Yan.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm rooting for him for sure. Love to see the vets do work.
Yeah, for sure. Let's get into UFC 269.
This
Got a lot
to cover.
I mean, we're going all the way down to the early prelims.
Let's get it. All right, let's get into this. Was it UFC
69.
269.
Yeah. Last pay-per-view card of the year.
But not the last card of the year. That's the only one that matters.
Yeah, that's right. Last pay-per-view card of the year. Now, early prelims. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights on the early prelims.
Wow.
There's like 42
It's a
fights
big
on this
card.
Typically, there's like 3 early prelim fights. Right off the top, you got Ryan Hall. He's making his comeback versus Derek Minner. Now, Ryan Hall, he's a pretty heavy favorite.
Yeah.
He should beat Minner. Minner's, he's got pretty good losses, but it's always interesting to see how somebody returns after getting knocked out.
I think he's taking prime time off. It was my card, so it was in July. We fought on the same card.
Yeah.
So
roughly 6 months off.
Yeah, 6 months off. That's pretty much what I took off whenever I took all summer off. I don't think it was 6 months, but I took all summer off after getting KO'd by Pettis. So I think he took ample time off. I think he's ready to get back in that win column. And you piss off Ryan Hall. He's bringing something to the table. He's going to bring some excitement. He's going to go home with somebody, a limb or a KO. Mm-hmm. So I got my man Ryan.
Another one to be excited about. You have Alex Perez. I agree. By the way, I'm pulling for Ryan always. You got Alex Perez fighting Matt Schnell. They're flyweights. They're solid. Super pumped about that one. They're both coming off losses, but they're scrappy dudes. I'm pretty sure Alex Perez's last loss was against Davison Figueiredo.
And this is prelims?
This is early prelims. You got number 4 taking on the number 9 featherweight.
On a prelim.
On an early prelim.
Wow.
Yeah. His last loss was to Figueiredo. So Perez's
Figueiredo's monster, dude. So
over a year ago.
Wow. He hasn't fought over a year?
No.
Injuries.
Over a year. November 21, 2020 was when he fought Figueiredo. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's a long time.
He's a pretty heavy favorite. But Schnell, he ain't no slouch,
Nope. Man. What'd you say? What'd you say it again?
Schnell
ain't no slouch.
Chanel. He ain't no slizzity slouchy. But I'm still leaning towards Perez.
I am too. Let's go Perez.
I think he's going to be able to mix it up pretty well. And then finally, Eric Anders fighting Andre Muniz.
Come on, Eric Anders. Oh,
we've trained with Eric.
Yeah, man.
He's kind of a local boy.
I've known him since before the UFC. Since he was before it, he wasn't in the UFC yet. So his manager would bring him up and get him working with us. We've helped him out for the Lyoto Machida fight as well. He came down a few times for that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I got to go from man Eric Anders. And did he play for Alabama?
He did. Linebacker for Alabama. Roll Tide. I'm not an Alabama fan, but that's just what
you got to say it.
You can't not say Roll Tide if you're talking about Alabama.
Yeah.
So then moving on. So they have a lot of early prelims. This is on the UFC's schedule, like on their website. And there was, what did I say, like 6 early prelims. Now there's only 4 prelims. So, it could be different. But
yeah.
Prelims, you got the return of Tai Tuivasa, the old Shoey guy.
He fought on my card too.
Yeah. Throwing hammies.
And who did he fight on my card?
He fought Greg Hardy.
Yeah, Greg Hardy. Greg Hardy rocked him, and Greg Hardy came in for the finish, and Tuivasa just hit him with that pip.
Yep.
Took him out, man.
He
did a shoey too.
Yeah, always.
Tuivasa is a banger, man. That guy goes out there and throws hams at people.
Yeah.
I'm going for him. I love his leg tat. I think if I am going to get a tattoo, it's going to be that. Just a full leg piece.
You get beat up because you're not Polynesian.
Would I get beat up, though?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. I feel like I'm going to get beat up every day for my
Japanese samurai.
Tattoo.
Some samurai's going to come out and just decapitate you.
Clap me. So, yeah, I'm pulling for Tai, too. He's exciting. He's fighting Augusto Sakai, but I think Tai, the power realm, is going to Tuivasa.
And he's not a big heavyweight either.
No, he's not.
He's not a big heavyweight. He's your size. Not a big heavyweight, Sweet Tea.
Yeah, so that's why I would not fight a heavyweight. I ain't fighting in there, but I ain't fighting in there. As long as there's a man named Ngannou in that division, I ain't fighting in it.
Yeah. No, understandable.
Up next, Pedro Munoz, Dominic Cruz. They are sitting at an even minus 110 right now. So, I mean, it's a pick 'em fight, whoever. You got Pedro Munoz taking on the Dominator.
The Dominator, Dominic. Oh.
It's
Scratching
hard.
my chinny chin here.
It's hard to pick fights objectively.
Yeah.
To just be like, okay, well, he has this style, therefore this guy should win. Because you always have to take into consideration their mindset, what you think that they're thinking, because the MMA game is such a mental sport.
Mm-hmm.
You can have the best athletic attributes, but your mind is off for a split second, and that's all. That's it. You know?
And a lot plays into that, like, you know, the weight cut, the fans, the media, when you're all there. So you're not really fully zoned in.
Yeah, you're like just general excitement. Like, are you excited about being there? Are you just trying to, you know what I mean? Like, Dominic's been fighting for a long time.
Wow. And when was his last fight?
His last fight was versus.
You gotta be faster, sweetie. You gotta be faster.
I know. Casey Kenny.
Okay.
He beat Casey Kenny in a split decision. Oh, yeah, because that's when he had that weird call out.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
They're like, and we're cutting next.
Yeah.
And quick, get the camera off of him right now. Go.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Was
he called out the monster guy.
Yeah, wasn't it? Didn't Joe Rogan
He was like, sorry, the call out. He said, sorry, they had to get all political there. And
they were both.
Was like, that's not political, Joe. That was beep. And like, got him out of there.
We were doing a fight night party for that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
I'm gonna go with Dominic.
Really? You think it's gonna stay on the win column?
I mean, I don't know. He's been around since the WEC days. I like to see the veterans stick around.
I know you do.
I like to see the veterans stick around. You got Munoz, dude?
I don't know, man.
I mean, Dominic's got the movement. He's got the awkwardness, which I think throws a lot of people off. I don't know. I'm going for Dominic. You just got to pick. Just go for it.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the Dominator.
All right, go for the Dominator. Bye.
I'm going for the Dommy-Trommy.
Guys, we want to know your thoughts and who you guys are picking on this card as well. Put them in the comments down below. We want to see them.
And don't forget, guys, if you are interested in listening to our audio-only formats, we are over on Apple Podcasts.
Yes.
We are on Google Podcasts. We are on Spotify. So don't forget to like us over there. And head over there if you're just trying to drive and listen or all that good stuff. Don't forget to check us out. Leave us a like. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Final card.
Sweet tea. It was fresh. I was like full. That flowed.
Right? I've been practicing. I practice once in the morning, once at night before I go to bed. My wife's always like, Tony, what are you doing? Like, you're not even on the podcast right now. And I'm like,
be quiet.
Just
let me do my thing. Gene, show me a soda.
Bro, let me tell you what. The main event of the prelims, we got Josh Emmett taking on Dan Ige. Now, these guys are bangers. They're a lot of smaller guys fighting here.
Yeah.
Josh Emmett, he's an alpha male guy. He likes to throw hard. You got Dan Ige, 50K Ige. That's a cool name.
50K Ige.
Yes. Let's see. Emmett's last fight, he fought Mirsad Bektik. No, sorry. Did he fight Burgos?
I don't know, Tony. I'm not looking at the screen.
I know. I'm looking right now. He did. He beat Shane Burgos, unanimous decision, in his last fight. That was, I need a Jamie, dude.
I know. We need a Jamie out there, guys. Any of you guys want to fly in?
No. June 20th, 2020. I'm trying to remember when he tore his knee.
Oh, tomorrow. Dominic?
No, Emmett.
Oh, okay.
He tore his knee pretty solid.
19. I do not know. Sweet tea. I have no clue.
Maybe it was after the Burgos fight. I don't remember either. But he's had over a year off. His last fight was June 2020. So I'm assuming it was shortly after that fight. So he's coming off of an
injury, man. Those knee injuries will get you, man. They keep you out for a while too.
Mm-hmm.
Man, but what got me, like in those times off like that, you build that fire back up to train. You know?
It's like much needed. It's like
it could go either way though. It could go either way, depending on what mindset you're in. You know, if you're bummed about it, then it's not going to happen. But you got to have a positive mindset to be able to be like, all right, I'm coming back even better. You know what I mean? It builds that fire back up. But
so you're taking number 7 Emmett or number 9 Ige?
I'm going for Ige.
Picking Ige?
I'm going to pick Ige.
I'm picking Emmett.
All right.
I think he's going to come out with the fire. I think he's going to try to sling that power.
Woo! Sweet tea power.
Mm-hmm. That's sweet power.
Who's next?
Moving on to the first fight of the main card. Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Julian Paiva.
Wait, who?
Exactly. Julian Paiva, ranked number 15. He's 21-3.
Really?
He's a little stud.
What move was that off of, guys? Don't say nothing, Tony.
I won't. He's a little stud. He's 3-0.
Wait, 3-0?
No, sorry. He's 3-2 in the UFC.
Okay. But altogether, he's what?
Altogether, he's 21-3.
Okay.
So 2 of his 3 losses came in the UFC. He lost to Kaikara France, and then he lost to a guy named Bontorin. I'm not sure.
What is this guy? Grappler, striker, just all around MMA fighter?
I think he's well rounded. I'm not ultra. I mean, he's looks like he's mainly a striker.
Mm-hmm. If you're gonna sit there and bang, man, Sugar, you don't want to sit there and just bang with Sugar Shane.
Sugar Shane, Mosley.
Sugar Shane, yeah. You don't want to bang with Sugar.
I know.
Sugar Sean. But yeah, I'm going for Sugar, man.
You think the Sugar Show is going to keep rolling?
I think the Sugar Show is going to keep rolling. What's the odds on this bad boy?
Sean O'Malley's the -300 favorite.
Yeah. Going for man.
Everybody's picking him.
Yep. He's good everywhere, man. But he's flamboyant. I like his colors. I like his. It reminds me of the Joker. He
looks like a box of Fruity Loops.
100%.
Fruity Loops. Yeah.
What was the movie? Suicide Squad, the first one.
Yeah.
All the different highlighted colors and stuff.
Yeah, real saturated. Yeah. Apparently, everybody's picking the old O'Malley. I think he's going to get the W.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he's going to get the W. He's longer, like you said. His striking is pretty crisp. The other guy doesn't seem like too much of a heavy grappler.
And we know Sugar can take some shots. His last one, man.
Yeah.
He fought on my card.
Yeah, he did.
Everybody's just fighting on my card.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. He's long. He's lanky. I'm going to have to stay on the Sugar train as well.
Sugar train it up, y'all.
Keep that hype rolling. And then finally cracking the top 15 and actually, fighting some big-time names. Moving on, Kaikara France, Cody Garbrandt, flyweight bout, 125. Garbrandt drops down to 125.
I saw some pictures of him, and he's shredded.
He's the favorite in this fight, even though his last fight he lost to.
That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking Aldo, and he just fought. That guy.
Yeah.
Rob Font.
Yeah, Rob Font.
Got beat up by Font.
I don't know. I would like to see Cody. Why would you drop down? Why would you drop down?
I don't know.
He does not want to make you got to make it even lower weight. So I wonder why. I feel like people do that and they don't do well when they drop down. Like it's just a different. It draws something out of them. Like you're not made to go down that low. You know what I mean? Like you had TJ trying to go down to 125 too. Remember, and he ended up getting knocked out. Like. Was it TJ Dillashaw?
Yeah.
He just got touched.
Cejudo down it. Yeah, he got sneezed on, and he was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. I'm reading between the lines.
You have 3 letters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't know. I like Cody. I'm gonna go for Cody.
I think Kai's taking it.
You think Kai?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I'm picking number 6. I'm keeping it with Kai Kara.
Let's go, dude. I'm going for Cody. Let's go, Cody-licious.
Next one. We got 3 fights left. This one's interesting.
Coco main event.
Coco main event. We actually did a video on this one.
Uh-oh.
Jeff Neal, Ponzinibbio.
Well, about this fight. It's still on. It's still on. My man Jeff Neal got the big W or DWI. What is that?
Driving while intoxicated.
I guess it's different in each state.
But it depends on, I don't know. I'm not a legalist.
Me neither.
I just read on ESPN because I was just wanting to confirm. You know, we saw it on Instagram, and sometimes people can like, was that 20 years ago? You know what I mean? But 2 days ago, ESPN uploaded a article about it, and they had been speaking to the attorney of Jeff, and the attorney was basically like, he wasn't that intoxicated.
Yeah. He
was under the limit. And
well, they arrest him then.
Yeah. So he said that he wasn't under the, because he was still, you know, I guess obviously had done something or whatever. I don't know. That they submitted or they submitted blood for toxicology and all that stuff. He was also arrested for DWI and weapons charges.
Well, I didn't know the weapons charge.
But apparently he has a license for the weapons. And basically, I think what I gathered from the article was that the reason he got the weapons charge is because he was intoxicated with the weapons around. And
got you.
So if the DWI comes back and he was under the legal limit of .08, then the weapons charge goes away too. So it was like a super premature.
Come on, yeah,
like
man.
Booking and whatever article. So they're still waiting on the toxicology to come back and all that stuff. So we'll probably hear in the next couple of days.
So is he still in jail? Like, what's the deal? Is he out?
He's out.
About to say, you better be doing some
But the one
training
concerning thing about that was the mugshot, right?
Yeah.
And you kind of see he kind of looked like he wasn't training.
Yeah, face is a little. You know, normally when you're this close to fight time, you're a little leaned up. You know, you can see the bones in your face. I don't know.
Just from training, you're automatic. You know, you're leaning up.
Yeah.
Maybe he cuts a lot of weight, or you know, later in the.
Maybe that's just his face at all times. I don't know.
He looked a little puffy.
Yeah, he did.
Alcohol can cause you to swell, so you just got to wonder where's his mind at.
Yeah.
And it could have been as simple. He had drinks at a friend's house and was driving home, and it just happened. Bing, bang, boom. It is what it is. It's not like he was out like on a 3-day bender or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it could be totally fine and nothing of it.
Or it could be one of those where, you know, you're down in weight, and you know how much all the water you drink. You have one glass of wine, and you're like, oh, wow, one glass. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to fall asleep right here. So,
Still, I guess, shouldn't be driving. I don't know. No. But anyways, I'm not like I said.
I'm not a legalist. Well, I hope his mind right, man. I hope this doesn't affect him for this coming fight coming up. I mean, Ponzinibbio is no joke. This is something you don't want to happen if you're facing off against somebody like Ponzinibbio.
Yeah.
So, you know, both guys we did a Technique Tuesday on both of these guys. So, and I had Jeff Neal winning that fight.
Me too.
So we'll see.
If you're cutting out all of that stuff, like I said, that's why it's hard to pick fights. You can't just objectively say, well, this guy fights like this guy fights like this, therefore this guy's going to win.
Yeah.
You got to take into consideration their mindset. Is Jeff Neal's mind right? Was it just a simple, he had a drink here, drove home, got caught? Or is there other stuff going on? And like you said, if you got mental stuff going on against a guy like Ponzinibbio, you're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
You're going to get slept.
Dude,
jinx.
I know, man. What the world?
My goodness.
Got that telepathic vibe going on. We're hanging around each other too much.
I think Jeff's more technical. I think he has the advantage there.
Yeah.
I think, like you said in our video, Ponzinibbio likes to swing wild in the pocket. I think Jeff stays technical and just real crisp. He's going to get the W.
Yeah. That's on paper. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. But who's your official pick?
I'm going for Jeff.
Yeah.
Because we spent 5 intimate rounds with each other in the octagon.
A little weird, but
I mean, by punching each other in the face, guys.
Mm-hmm. I say,
at this point, you saying?
On paper, Jeff. Because his last 2 fights as well, versus you and then Neal. He's like, he didn't do a whole lot. And then he was like, I'm going to take a lot of time off, get my mind right. And then here he is like 8 months later fighting again, or 3 months later fighting again, whatever it was.
And went to jail or got arrested.
He had that going.
Dang.
I'm sticking with Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with him, holding tight.
Come on, man. Let's go, Jeff. We're with you, bud.
Co-main event, probably the closest fight on the card. Amanda Nunes and Juliana Pena. I mean,
I've had dinner with Pena. I think, were you with me?
We did. We had old din with Pena in Singapore for our 1.5 day
Who were we with?
trip.
Oh, Chris.
Hauser?
No, not Sean. I mean Christian Hauser. No. Who are we with? He's not with UFC anymore. Anyway, we went to a sushi restaurant.
No, he is.
Is he really?
Yeah, I saw him in the other day. This past weekend, like in the crowd. I forgot his name. He was. He was there. Pretty sure.
Wow, okay. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
We had some sushi with her.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. This was right after I think she had her baby.
No.
No?
She was
before?
No, this was before.
Okay. That was that long ago?
Yeah.
Wow, it seemed like it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I love her. She's amazing. I don't know, at this point in time,
picking against Amanda Nunes is just dumb.
I feel you should pick against her just to see, just to give
underdog.
some hope to the underdog.
Yeah.
You know? But I'm going for Nunes.
Yeah. Well,
Nunes. Pena's awesome. Her ground game's legit too, but the strength and power of Nunes just overwhelms the ladies in that weight division.
I don't think they expect how strong she is,
Yeah.
dude. They don't expect how strong Amanda Nunes is.
I gave her a hug one time, and she literally cracked my back all the way down.
Mm-hmm. I gave her a hug
Punctured
one time,
my lug.
and now I have back problems.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I've never even met Nunes. Pena's a grappler. That's what it's looking like. She likes to to take people down. I don't think she's going to be able to get Amanda down.
I don't think so either.
I think her best chance of winning is maybe to try and just hug Amanda Nunes and gas her out. Because you got to think, when you're a GOAT like Amanda,
yeah,
when do you get to the point where you're like, all right, like,
what you do,
enough is enough. I'm the GOAT, 2-weight champ. Now it's just casual day at the office for me.
What you do is with somebody like Amanda, when she blitzes, you just need to lay down, trip,
just fall
over
flat
you, then get on top of her.
Yeah. And maybe her only shot.
Yep, that's it.
But at this point in time, you'd be crazy to pick against Juliana.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be crazy to
pick Nunes. I'm like, what? Yeah.
So you got to stick with the
Nunes.
GOAT, female GOAT. At least the female 35, 45-pound GOAT.
Yeah.
So that one's an easy one. This last one, the main event of the evening, not so easy.
I'm going for Poirier.
Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier.
Going for Poirier.
It's pretty easy. I'm going Poirier too.
Yeah, man. Poirier all the way. USA.
Poirier all the way. Yeah, USA. But is there a guy more deserving?
Man, the guy's
Dustin
been
Poirier right now.
Fought the who's who. He's fought
and
everybody.
Looked really sharp lately.
Yeah.
He's looked real crisp. Beating Max Holloway. Beating McGregor.
Intelligent fighter.
His hands, his toughness. Let's just look at his last little stint here. Who he's fought. Beat McGregor twice in a row. Beat Dan Hooker in that decision. Lost to Khabib. Obviously, everybody loses Khabib. Beat Max Holloway. Beat Eddie Alvarez. Beat Justin Gaethje. I mean, and he's knocking these dudes out too.
Yeah.
Beat Pettis. Knocked him out.
Something I couldn't do.
Yeah, that was flip it. You know what I mean? So the dude is just, he's looking real sharp.
Deserving of that shot. I'm looking forward to it. I think Poirier is going to go out there and I think he's just a solid striker. You got to get Poirier down. You're going to have to get Poirier down.
But if there's anybody that's good at doing it, it's dang Charles Oliveira.
You better watch out for that neck.
You better watch out for everything.
Everything.
Dude. And not to mention, he TKO'd Michael Chandler.
Yeah, he did.
He dropped him with his hands. So he's got the power. He's got the ability to strike with you.
I don't recommend that against Poirier. I mean, he's a lot longer. I think he's bigger than Chandler.
And I think he's a little more controlled.
Yes.
Chandler likes to be lunge. You
Let's
know what I'm saying?
go.
Really
stretch out there.
Kind of expose himself.
He's a cleaner fighter.
Poirier is very crisp. He's not going to overextend and get in those bad positions.
He's great at breaking shins.
Yeah, that's his main
thing.
And spirits with his just toughness.
Yeah.
And Oliveira has been known to break. So I think if Poirier wins the belt, I think
he fights Conor for the third time.
Yeah, fights. I think he'll have the belt for a long time.
Yeah.
If he wins
I mean, you got to think who else is in that weight class, right?
Gaethje.
You got Gaethje, but you also have Is it Islam?
Yeah, Islam and Dariush. Yeah. Islam Makhachev, Dariush.
Yeah. Khabib point, what is it? They call him
Khabib 2.0, but in reality, he's like Khabib 0.5.
Yeah.
He's like half Khabib.
Yeah. Because Khabib was undefeated. This guy's got a loss. So.
Yeah.
You got
knocked
him
out
coming
too.
up. Of course, he ain't Khabib, but.
Yeah, I still don't think he's going to be able to do that to Poirier. He's not like he takes people down. He does control, but I think Poirier is smart, strong, capable.
Love to see it. Love to see Poirier as champ.
Yep.
He definitely
I think if he wins the belt, he's going to be the champ for a little bit.
Yeah, let's go.
For a little bit.
I'm excited.
So, crazy night of fights this past weekend. Crazy fights coming up. And then, obviously, we got one more fight card of the year. December 18th, Wonderboy takes on number 9 ranked Bilal Muhammad.
I'm not that
Put those
beefy,
pistols away.
I'm losing
Put
weight,
those
okay?
cap guns away,
Stop.
bro.
I'm losing weight.
There you have it, man. Those are our thoughts. Those are our
man.
picks. We want to know who you guys are taking. Everything. What your thoughts are. What your analysis is. Type it in the comments below. And don't forget, as always, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. And spread the word.
Spread the love, man.
The love.
Let's kick this week's butt, everybody. Starting tomorrow, Mom's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Put a smile on your face.
Right.
Yeah, we wake up every morning and I don't want to go to work. But you know what I found? When you wake up and you're feeling that way, just smile. It makes it a whole lot better. And just get after it. All right? Sweet
100%.
T, I love you, dog.
I'm smiling right now. I'm so happy, dude.
So happy.
That's the
I'm going to go home and watch Elf.
Dude, great idea. Dude, I
Yeah.
got to stop by the store. You have to take me home. I got to get some milk so we can make some hot chocolate.
Idiot.
Ha ha.
Peace.
Peace.